Ryan, have you ever thought about being an architect?
Have you ever thought about being a truck driver?
Have you ever thought about being a salesperson?
What about something in the medical field?
Realtor? Listen to Crew Pass every Thursday
Wherever you listen to podcasts.
and on YouTube. You might learn something.
You might not.
It's your life. Make it happen.
Memories fading, we all forget those not so shiny things you do.
Career Paths.
All right.
Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
Wow, it sounds so official. Like,
I know.
wow. So that little different for us. We got Ryan on set now. You're not. Never mind. We're going to talk to Mr. Paul about you.
Yeah.
Host, co-host.
He's
Yeah,
your
he's-
Ed McMahon.
Terrible.
See, that's what.
Yeah.
That's the code. But he says he's.
Except I gotta start drinking.
Yeah.
Welcome to Career Paths by Infonet. I'm Victor Boudreau with Mr. Ryan King. Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
Come on up. We don't have.
I was gonna do something. No, never mind.
No, not this time, huh? And today's guest back with us again from episode 4 of Career Paths, way long time ago, is Mr. Jim Bergman. Hey, Jimmy, how are you, sir?
Doing good. Yeah.
Last
From
time-
number 4 to where are you at
We're
now?
gonna be like 105,
It'll be like 104.
104, 105.
Ah,
Yeah.
Something like
you
that.
guys
yeah.
have been busy.
We keep going. We're just too stupid to stop.
Well,
Uh,
what does that
go
make
ahead.
me for coming back?
Well, you just get to come in and do your thing and be a star and show off. And you
Yeah.
can run away and do your
Nice
thing.
and easy. Nice
Yeah.
and easy.
Thank you for coming back for an update interview.
Yeah, you bet.
Let's see. I'll stutter all of a sudden. Let's real quick background on you, Jim. You're a single man, no kids, and so you can. Well, you had a girlfriend. What happened with that? Just
You know what? We're trying the long distance thing.
okay. Okay.
So
I never
I
did meet. I
visited-
never did meet her. Coincidentally.
no,
Probably
you
a
should
good
have
thing.
come out. You should have come out to the Aqua Sox Indians game. You could have met. her.
That was this last weekend. I was in
yeah.
Phoenix. Or I would have gone
Yeah.
there.
I was gonna say we had really nice hot weather, but you beat us on that.
Yeah, I had hotter weather, and yeah. So,
Most definitely.
when you were, so you've changed jobs a couple times. When you were on the show last time, you were with the Spokane Shock, an indoor football team, which is now no longer in operations.
Yeah.
But before that happened, you had changed. You got out of that situation. But let's even back up before that. You have done marketing and promotion in sports, teams, radio, etc. Correct? I'm trying to remember from years. I know it's been a couple of years that we talked about it all, but
Yeah, but no,
Yeah,
you're right.
oh.
WSU grad in Edward R. Murrow School, communication with broadcast, which led me to radio and a little TV. That kind of got me into working for sports as opposed to just reporting on them. And back, God,
a few years
now
ago.
you got to go back all the way back to the early. Well, let's put it this way: I worked for the Mariners when they went to the playoffs last. So there you go.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was.
So,
then things got kind of ugly there. I tried some time with the Sonics,
mhm.
and they moved. And
Is there a
yeah,
pattern? Am I
hmm,
seeing a pattern
so-
here, Jim?
we'll see what happens if Amazon, if their stock completely collapses and they go under. I guess I have to point my finger at me.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
but you worked with Mariners. You worked with the Seahawks, didn't you?
Sonics.
Sonics. Okay.
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they changed it. Rumor has they're still trying to come back.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I was in Vegas in March, and that's the talk that Seattle and Vegas are going to be the next two teams,
Franchises.
expansion teams, and Vegas is starting to build a new arena already. So I
Imagine
honestly
that.
think I think it's pretty close to a done deal. But Seattle has a new arena now with Climate Pledge, so I really think we're going to see them back in Seattle in the next few years.
Wow, that'd be.
I hope
nice.
so.
Yeah, no kidding. When you got several years ago, you were ticket sales for a Spokane Shock. You came over from Seattle, got out of that because of whatever situations. You went to work for Amazon here in Spokane for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and
The
now.
biggest, go ahead.
No, you go
I was
ahead.
just-
No, it's all about you.
All
I'll
right.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Just kidding.
I was just going to say the biggest thing that hit us in Spokane was, I had moved over, director of ticket sales for the Shock. We had just introduced the team back with the old name and logo. We were at the open house in the arena. The turf was down. The team was practicing. We were 1 week away from game number 1 of the new Shock when we got word that, COVID was going to halt everything. The arena was about to host, NCAA basketball with Gonzaga playing in Spokane. And so the excitement was just going crazy. We were about to debut the new Shock. And then the word came out as we were at the arena that the ACC basketball tournament had just canceled. Then I want to say the Big Ten or another one canceled as well. The last game of college basketball that 2020 season was Wazoo Cougs, my Cougs, knocked off Colorado. That was the last basketball game of that year. So
Wow.
we consider it a kind of a national championship.
Well, and that being said, I remember I was actually working in Coeur d'Alene that day. For that period, and I was driving back to Spokane to meet my mother to go down to the arena that day.
Oh, right.
When the official announcement, everything shut down, stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Don't come. So
Because
yeah,
if there was anything Shock, your mom was there, right? I know that.
we were there. Oh yeah, we were there. We were ready to
Absolutely.
go. She was coming. Yeah, we were. So
Yeah.
obviously.
No,
and then-
that put an end to everything we thought at the time a temporary halt.
Yeah.
You thought we were going to just
for 2
we had
weeks
no
at the
idea.
curve. Yeah.
right. We figured within a few months we'd start the season again. So we
Right.
thought instead of starting in March, we would pick it up in May and be able to continue and just have a late season. And
Right.
little did we know, and little did the world know what we were about to encounter.
Right.
So, we hung in there for a little bit, trying to, doing Zoom office work, everybody was home. And, pretty soon we could tell that, okay, we're not going to have a season. So, I took advantage of a little bit of the, COVID money, but then it was like, okay, I got to find something to do. And that led me to Amazon in Spokane, where I had some previous work history, and just went back there and was able to, survive and make do and get back into that up until here about, 2 months ago. And I'd been looking to see what was available, to get back into sports, and some things it wasn't right money wise. It wasn't right to move across the country or whatever.
Right.
And when the Everett Aqua Sox minor league baseball team, the high A affiliate for the Seattle Mariners, they had a guy that moved on from them, opened up a position for just what I was doing with the Shock, director of ticket sales. And I saw it and was applying, starting to figure out what I needed to do. People that knew me and I had worked with were getting in touch with me via LinkedIn or whatever, a text saying, "Hey, did you see this?" Knowing that it's, they're 30 miles from where I grew up, from where I have family, back on the west side. And so I was able to have some people I know contact the general manager and say, "Hey, we've got a guy that you might be wanting to talk to." And he said, have him send his resume and cover letter directly to my email. And so when you hear that, you think, okay, don't screw this up. And it's like it's a pretty good chance for you. And so that's exactly what happened. And as you do now, we set up an interview that we did just like this via Zoom, and that led to, why don't you come over and let's meet and show you around the place. Checked on a few references, and I got the call like, "Hey, why don't you come over?" So we agreed to on what we had to and made it work. So June 1st, I literally got out of my apartment at the end of May, like the
Right.
end of May, packed stuff in a storage unit, and made the way over to Everett. Started June 1st.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations. Because it's back into doing what you do, and back you're living over back home basically.
Yeah, what? It's nice to be able to spend some time with mom and my
Yeah.
sisters visiting from Montana. So it's like old times.
Right. Nice. Nice.
We'll be
Question?
fighting and everything in no time.
Well, yeah, come on. That's what you got to do. Piss
Exactly.
everybody up. That's what siblings do.
Sure.
So was it much of a challenge stepping back into that role with a different team, different situation, or semi-comfort level because you've done it before? What
Yeah,
were
definitely.
any challenges that you stick out in your mind? And or what positive did you say, oh, I got this, your thoughts on what's happened since June 1st. It is almost July. What is June 28th? It is July 28th or June 28th today.
Right. Just about a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that has made it a nice transition is the group I'm working with. Is we've all commented that for a new guy to step in, you never know exactly how that's going to go,
Right.
but I think a combination of enough experience of doing what I'm doing, that it kind of comes back to you. And I'm working with a very sharp, bunch of people that I'm very happy that it worked out that way. And yeah, and so the things that I need to be brushed up on and brought up to speed, they're great at helping me do that. And then I'm bringing in ideas. I think what's been nice is that mix of new and some experience that's already been there, and so
Right.
that's kind of nice for all of us. And so they're getting to hear some new ideas, and my approach to a job like this is listen to the people who have been there and have been doing it. Some
Sure.
people want to go in and really shake it all up and make it their own. I want the feedback, what's working here, what can we improve on? Here's some of my ideas. What are your ideas? And then moving forward, I think you end up with just that much better of a team and better results.
Keyword there was team, and that's I
Right.
always so
Yeah, it is. It truly is. I know it sounds cliche, and it sounds cliche talking about we work for a team, but the fact that people always see the guys playing ball, they know the Shock players, and they know the Aqua Sox players or Mariner players, or they know they exist. But what a lot of people don't know is what it takes to make that happen.
right.
And one of the biggest questions that any of us ever get is, well, what do you do during the off season? Is it a full season job? And what people don't realize is that is quite honestly when you're the busiest.
Right.
Because you're planning and setting everything up for opening day and for the season and for all of your promotional nights. You're putting all of that together during the off season and selling, renewals, and that's when the hard work is. And then once the season starts, you're going homestand to homestand, but it's a lot of work, but you're still it's a different kind of work.
Right.
Now you're going through, you got your fans there, you're doing your games. But you really take a little break when the season's over, and then you get, planning for the next season. So yeah, that's how it works.
Well, I know that obviously because I've been around the sports teams and several insiders or people that have been on the team, so I'm aware of that. Questions
Yeah,
for Mr. Yeah, I've been around. Shush, Jim.
You've been right there. You've been right there.
I know more.
Right there.
I've been right there. I know sometimes I know more than I want to know at times because people tell me
Yeah.
stuff. So good and
Sometimes,
bad.
sometimes working in sports, like if like, oh, what a dream job, you're a sports fan, but I spent time with the Mariners and the Sonics at those levels. Sometimes, and the collegiate level too, sometimes knowing more isn't always
Mhm.
good. It's almost like a hot dog, right? You'd rather just eat the thing. You don't necessarily want to know all the ingredients.
Wow, there's a good analogy.
Yeah,
That is
that works
good.
with baseball too, right?
I guess.
Baseball, you got hot dogs.
I got hot dogs. Throw a hot dog down the hallway.
Yeah.
Don't
So
ask
you
for the
spent-
recipe.
You spent like a couple years with Amazon before you moved over to the Aqua Sox.
So I had what we talked about the last time that I talked to you, Vic, when we were talking on this. The career path that I did for a bit was getting back into the media side and did a little tourism and radio work in Malaysia and Taiwan.
That's
and
right. That's right. You were
that
overseas.
kind of thing. So coming back from that was when I first hooked up with Amazon and did some work with them in Seattle. And then they moved our department to Arizona, where you just came from, Vic, where
Yep.
you were just
Hot.
visiting.
Hot in Arizona.
Right. They were sending that department there. And so I moved on. And so when COVID hit in 2020 and I needed something rather quickly, I went again, it's that call who you know. And I talked to some friends with Amazon, and they were suggesting, if you want something quick, we're right there in Spokane. Give them a call, hook them, go check it out. And the benefits to that is they could start you right away, benefits right away. And so that led to, I was officially a rehire of Amazon, and thinking, hey, here's my COVID job, right? This will get me through. I spent 1.5 years at Amazon, and almost to the day. And now that was working nights, which you asked about adjusting. One of the biggest adjustments I've had to make is going back to a normal, get up in the morning, go to work, 9 to 5, unless we have games, and you're there for the games, but your typical office hours, as opposed to, working overnight, 6 to 5 kind of a thing overnight. That's been an adjustment. That's been a big adjustment.
And your schedule changed. I know we've stayed in contact the whole time. Weren't you working like 4 days a week at one time?
Yeah, I would work. I could work Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, have a few days off. So on the plus side, you've got 4 days, and then when you're done with that, you're done. And you got 3 days to just do whatever, go back Sunday night. Now it's a job where I'm back to, even on your time off, you're thinking about, you're still working. You're always thinking about the next day and the next week, and quite honestly, the next year. So that is just a different type of work.
So coming into this season with the Aqua Sox, when's the end of the season?
So just recently, and we're in the same league as the Spokane Indians there. In fact, I was just in Spokane to catch the Aqua Sox playing at Spokane.
Oh, this last Saturday, or wasn't it?
I'm like, yeah, I thought maybe we could meet up, but you decided to go play in the desert.
I didn't want to meet up with you, obviously, Jim.
Yeah, you went all the way down to the desert to avoid me. So I only wanted to see your mom anyway. So it's all right. But yeah, it was good to get back there. We've got that season now, just like Spokane, where for years that A-level minor league baseball for the Northwest League started in the middle of June. And so typically when school was out ish, you started the season, and right around Father's Day or so, and it finished up, in like September. Well, now that the Major League Baseball shook everything up, and we're going just like the big boys, we start in April, go to September. So it's been a big change for all the teams, everybody from, we lost a couple teams, I think Boise and who else? But anyway, we've got Tri-Cities is in there, and Vancouver. We've got a team in Hillsboro, and so we've got a few different teams. But now you do it in a way that you go, like we came over to Spokane to play a 6-game series. So you cut down on travel a little bit, not quite as many teams. So you go and you spend about a week. And so I went over for a couple games. It was a lot of fun.
So is the team still here? Are they still, say, is a Tuesday? So are they?
No, they wrapped it up Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah.
So they, okay. I didn't know that Yeah, I didn't check the schedule because I'm not a major baseball fan, but I've been to
Yeah, it's
several.
okay.
I've
It's
been to
okay.
several Indians baseball games this year, and I would have been to the
Right.
one with the Aqua Sox, but I had to
Yeah,
do the football thing.
but
So what you're
to,
saying
to,
is you're
to,
a minor baseball fan,
I'm a minor baseball fan for
not a
not
not a major.
a major
You're a
baseball.
well, we're a
minor.
minor league baseball team, so that works
That's
out
it.
just well,
That's a drum.
right?
Yeah.
Future
Rim
mayor.
shot.
Well,
That
so
was a
so like
joke. He's a
I was
funny
gonna
guy.
say,
He's so funny.
but Julio Rodriguez, right, the hotshot rookie with the Mariners. Julio was with Everett last year, so the guys that saw him and took pictures and got autographs, they've got a potential superstar.
Oh,
So
so
it's fun to do stuff like that when you watch these guys right when they start, and the people that can look back and say, I saw Ken Griffey Jr. in Bellingham. That's these guys start somewhere, and then we're kind of where a lot of them get going.
So you're already planning for next year?
Yeah,
In your head?
absolutely. Yeah. You typically start. So renewals for next year start in July, just to start with that process. And so the next year's schedule comes out typically the end of your current season. And then you start putting your promotions together. There's certain things that we do kind of on a regular basis. You place those in where they need to go. And then you start, with me and a few new people there, we're definitely going to try some new things. And lucky for me, I've got a general manager that is allowing us to do that,
Wow, he's open to your suggestions, huh?
so far. We'll do this a year from now and see what I
we
say.
will. We'll do another update. We'll see we'll see how things are rolling. Well,
Yeah,
trust
exactly.
me, it's good to update our
Hey,
listeners.
next time I'll drag you over to Everett and we'll do it live from the ballpark or something like that.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make you, yeah.
We might have to do it sooner than later.
Yeah.
Right?
We might. Yeah, we maybe in September or something like that. We'll have to go
Yeah.
over.
There
Just
you go.
saying, we might have to. You guys will be
Hey.
playing in September, right?
Yes, we will. Yeah, fan appreciation night, all that kind of stuff.
Huh.
So your season got longer, right?
It did.
So how many extra games do you now have to play?
Well, I mean, it adds about 2 months to the season. Yeah. So, I mean, we used to start the middle of June and now it's April. So it changed what it used. I should know this, but
What the heck? What kind of?
got us to what we have 66 games or whatever.
I don't know. You tell me, Jim. Isn't that your job? You might want to look this up and
yeah, I'll know next year when we get our schedule.
wow. He's new at his job and they have.
All I need to worry
yet.
about is the games since I joined. Make sure we get people in the crowds, But it's fun. It's exciting in a way because of the change, it does open up some things that we can do new. There's some added challenges with, it's much easier to get people after school's out and in better weather. And I mean, the month of April and May in Everett, and honestly, God, for Spokane too, it's just a terrible spring. So we were dealing with lots of rainy games where, you're only going to do so well crowd wise. The diehards come out and then you just, get those games in the best you can. And, luckily we got some weather that showed up for us, some sunshine. We did a fun Star Wars night. That was a great one. We got the 4th of July coming up. Father's Day is a great chance for people to come out, and we let them, play catch on the field after that's over. And it's just a lot of fun. And at this level, there's more access. I mean, you go to the Mariners game, and I love the Mariners, but it's big league stuff, and there's only so much access a fan has.
Yep.
We're going to be a lot cheaper, much more family friendly, and it's much easier to talk to players and get autographs and all of that. So for young kids that don't really care who the players are, they're just a ball player.
Right. They just want to interact with a player. That's they're a superstar, no matter who the player is.
They're just excited that baseball player shook their hand, gave him a high five, gave him a baseball.
Yep.
And parents love it. Parents walk out just like, that was awesome.
Yep.
So that's kind of what it's a new direction for me, but it's a lot of fun.
So have you been seeing a change in the crowd turnout, being post COVID? Are people dying to get out and go
Yeah,
to games, or are they still kind of hesitant? Or
I think we've reached that point. Well, a lot of it, from as I was just in Spokane, someone else bailed on me, but it was Hoop Fest was back,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Hoop Fest had, it was the first time that they had really had the old style Hoop Fest since COVID. And so, what you're asking is absolutely true. People, I think, even though we're not through this all, we seem to be at a point where we're doing better with it. For everything from just medically smarter, more knowledgeable. That's how it feels. Hope so. And people, I think, for the combination of wanting and just dying to get back into events like this. Before I left Spokane, I had a chance to catch Paul McCartney, opening the tour in Spokane. And there was a guy behind us that was like, yeah, just going crazy. And his girlfriend, she said, you got to pardon him. He hasn't been out for 2 years, and I think that there's some truth to that. A lot of people just really anxious to get back to crowds, outdoor events, concerts, a little normalcy. And it feels like the crowds coming out are feeling that too. It's good.
I would agree. Yeah, from what I've experienced. Yeah, I've been to a couple of Indians baseball games, and then going down to Phoenix last week. Yeah, people want to get out. People want to enjoy life again. So
yeah. You're a big, you're a big music guy. You know what it's like to those live concerts. You can't beat that. You can't enjoy a concert online, in my opinion. You got to be there. You got to be there.
No, I agree. Yeah, my brother went to Paul McCartney, so yeah,
mine too?
yeah. Well, they didn't invite us. Jim didn't invite us. Screw 'em
No,
all.
the girlfriend got tickets. That was great. Nice birthday surprise.
Wow, what's she after? Any
Is there
other
a rating
questions?
on this?
So
There is now.
you have any other questions? I got nothing else for you. That was as usual. You're very informative. You've done this. You've obviously you've shared. I like last time. I don't remember exactly. I just remember us having a good conversation, and you being very informative and being telling your story. So
Well, you guys are 100 more shows into this, so you guys know what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. We're professionals.
We do.
Don't try this. Don't try this.
Oh, it's all.
The difference now is that Ryan is on set. We both interview. He's not camera shy anymore, so that was part of the process.
Someone's got to look good.
Wow, he just insulted me again.
I don't mean it.
Yeah,
Nick.
we'll
I don't
definitely
mean
have him back on the show.
It's if friends of mine don't harass, if they're nice to me, I'm wondering who owes money or who's dying.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'd rather have. Yeah, my travel partner last week, he's still trying to get accustomed to how sarcastic and obnoxious I am verbally. And I say, he goes, does anything come out of your mouth that's not being a smart ass? I go, pretty much no. I'm always
You know what? That's probably why we got along so early.
Exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. It's like my true friends understand. I mean, we haven't had a chance to hang out, but it's like there's a connection. I mean, hell, Jim has come out and had dinner with Mom and a couple times, I think, at least.
Yeah.
And so, and Ryan and I go way back, and it's like if we're nice to each other, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
no, I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a clubhouse in a baseball locker room, same kind of thing.
Exactly. Well, I got nothing else except for I do want to go over. We're gonna have to go over.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Jim, I'm gonna put it in my calendar sometime in September. If Ryan and I can sneak away for even if a day or two. I have accommodations over that area. Do you know a guy that could hook us up with tickets?
I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Just checking. I thought
he's a little. Yeah, he's tough to work with, but I'll make it happen.
It's kind of an ass. But that's one of his good qualities too.
Yeah, I've
Probably
heard
buy
that.
him on Amazon or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly where you'll find Aqua Sox tickets, right there.
Just wanted to.
Yeah.
We
We got to make that work. We got to make.
We
that
will.
Work.
Well, I will put it on.
You know,
Yeah, we will
one
make
of
that
those
happen.
2 weeks of summer on the west side. You got to make
Yep.
it over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will come over, and we'll come over for a game, and then we'll do a live interview in the stadium. That'd be
Right.
yeah, we've actually talked to a couple
We
other
could,
guests that want to do
maybe I
stuff
could
like
tie
that.
in the mascot or somebody to join us or something. too.
Yeah.
Make a cameo appearance.
That'd be awesome. We will
Yeah.
arrange all of this. We'll make it happen. That's what, yeah. Between a guy and I know a guy. And
Right.
Interview a few people.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
interview. We'll have fun doing what we do. Awesome.
Hey, that's,
Jimmy,
that's kind of the theme, isn't it? Know a guy. Like
I know a guy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
one
on
of my-
this show because I know you, and
Yeah.
I got this job because of other people I know. I went to
know.
Spokane because of someone I know. That's
That's one of
the
my
world
favorite
go round.
sayings. That's one of my favorite sayings that my friends know. I know a guy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know anything. I don't know how to do things, but thank God I know a guy that knows how to do this
I
stuff.
know a guy.
I know a guy. There you
That's how it
go.
works. That
Anything
is
else
how it
for
works.
Mr. Bergman?
No.
Well, Jimmy, congratulations on the job, because you're back and doing what you love to do, and doing
Thanks
the
so
ticket thing.
much.
And you'll succeed as usual. I know. I just know you will. That's you determined. You got nothing else to do, so you'll just
Nothing
succeed.
else
And
going on.
yeah. Well, you're determined too. I mean, plus you get to show off for mom. Look, mom, look what I can do. Look.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you got her to
Yeah.
a game yet? You got mom to a game yet?
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet, because the weather was just rain, but we'll get her out there in a little bit better weather.
Maybe I'll have to get mom to come do the game with us too. I haven't met your mom, so that'd be. I'll meet your mom.
No, we should get
We'll
them
do that.
together.
Yeah.
I think they'd get along.
God, I wonder if maybe I can get mom to come.
They could compare recipes,
There you go.
Yeah.
Salisbury steak. That was
Yeah. My mom does that too.
awesome. Awesome. All righty, Jimmy. We will make that happen. We'll come over for a game and an interview here in a few months. So
Absolutely.
we'll do an update interview sooner than later. Awesome.
Right.
Appreciate it.
do it.
Go ahead and get us out. And
All right. Thank you for watching and listening to Career Pass. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment.
remember, it's your life. Make it happen. Thanks, Jimmy. We'll talk to you
You
soon.
bet. Thanks, guys.
And there you go. Thanks, Jimmy.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys.
Ashes to ashes.
Okay. Take 24.
La, 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 la.
Career Path.